Welcome to the Viva La Vulva podcast. I am your host, Dr. Cara Quant, and I would like to thank you for joining me today for this podcast episode. This month is April. This is going to be put out on April 24th, which is National Lingerie Day. And so we are wearing our lingerie. This is Lily Wang from Metamour and myself. Actually, we did not plan this. We just, this is going to be a lingerie episode. And Lily put on a sexy robe, and it's very cute. And I have a robe also. So we were just in sync. Before
on the same page.
On the same page. So thank you for joining us as we celebrate this National Lingerie Day, as well as Couples Appreciation Month, because that is what April is, Couples Appreciation. And what better time to appreciate your partner than during this coronavirus time? I mean, this is a crazy time for everyone. This is uncharted territory for everyone. And I know that there's a lot of discussions happening and maybe even, like just different things happening because we are in close quarters with our people, with our family, with our partners, and so forth. So we should also appreciate the partners that are with us. And if you are not partnered, just appreciating yourself for going through this time. So yes, thank you for being here. And let's get started with our National Lingerie Day and Couples Appreciation Month episode.
Also well said, Dr. Cara. Yay.
So some fun facts about lingerie. Lily, did you know that the average American woman has 21 pairs of underwear?
That is a lot, actually, I would think. So everyone, if you're changing it daily, you're then covered for 3 weeks. But then to tack onto that fun fact is 10% of women, I can't speak for the men, for women have 35 pairs or more. So then they're covered for the whole month.
They're covered for the whole month, yeah. And I think I'm the 10% that have way more than I need to.
Well, if you think about it, like we need different colors, different styles. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Drawer full.
A drawer full. And especially, like period underwear. There's like a specific thing for the men out there that are listening. There's period underwear where you just can't wear the sexy underwear that you wanted to wear when you're in your period.
It just goes for like working out underwear as well as like evening gowns or special occasions, and then there's daily stuff.
Yeah, and then sometimes you just want to wear the granny panties. So
like shoes, it's like a pair of shoes.
It's like a pair of shoes. Yeah, like it just depends on your mood and what you're into that day. What do you want to feel like that day, or what's going on?
And it has to match the top.
And it has to match the top. Well, for some people, actually, that's a funny conversation, because I was actually having a conversation with my friend, and she was like, I don't own any lingerie. Like, I don't own any matching pairs, like a top and a bottom. And I'm like, what? You don't own any matching? And she's like, no. And so I was like, what do you do for a partner? And she was like, I just wear like the same color, the matching colors. So
you
as a little different when it comes to lingerie.
You might appreciate this as a physician. I have a girlfriend. She's like, oh my gosh, I would never go out of the house with anything that was not matching, because she thinks about the worst case scenario. If she was like in the emergency room and they needed to like cut her clothes, she wants to be like known that she was matching the emergency table. It's like, oh my goodness. So I was like, all right.
Okay, yes. I mean, at that point is the worst thing than the matching underwear. But there's actually women that will apologize to me, and they're like, oh my gosh, like my underwear are like my underwear aren't matching. And I'm like, what? I'm not paying attention to this right now. Like, that is not what I'm paying attention to. So for the people out there, doctors are not concerned about if you're matching underwear or not.
Listen to a whole nother conversation, maybe over drinks and other podcasts too. But for the women that are apologizing about it, that just still shows that there's shame or not comfort levels with that. But no need, ladies, wear whatever lingerie and underwear you want.
Wear whatever, yes. And the other thing, and this is maybe for another episode also, but the shaved or not shaved or waxed or whatever, also doctors do not care about if you are shaved or not shaved. So I've also had the patients apologizing to me for not being shaved, and I'm like, what? It's okay. It's okay. So also for the hairless or people with hair, it's okay if you go into the doctor's, or if you're with a partner who does like hair, who doesn't like hair, it doesn't matter. Like, you do you.
It's personal preference and comfort, right?
Personal preference, yes, and comfort. And if you want to have a full bush, then you can do that. Yeah, so I think that there should be another episode about hair grooming, the hair down there, because I feel like it's a big thing.
Noted. Or like tips on visiting the doctor.
Tips on visiting the doctor. Yeah, no, that's a good episode. Let me write this down. Because you don't need to have matching underwear, and you don't need to be clean shaven before coming to see myself or any other doctor.
Okay, we digress. Yes, that would be a great other episode. I want to be on that one with you.
Okay, so the next fact is in the early 1900s, the monobosom was a big thing, was a popular thing. Yes. So women liked the one bosom look rather than two. And their breasts were hoisted and supported in such a way as to appear to have one large bosom. And that was 1900s.
Two, right?
What'd you say?
Is that what the corset is too? The monobosom is the corset? Or something different?
No, the monobosom, the corset was to like shrink the waist and to lift up the boobs. That's what the corset was about when I was doing my research on lingerie.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. Yes. Those are all the fun facts that I have for lingerie. Do you have any, Lily?
I looked one up. I don't know if this is true or not, but that Italians like to wear red underwear on New Year's Eve for good luck. Is that true? I'm not Italian. We'll have to ask our Italian friends.
We'll have to ask our Italian friends. Yeah. Anyone out there listening, is this true for you if you are Italian? Do you wear red garments or undergarments for good luck on New Year's Eve? That is a question.
And why?
Yeah, red. Maybe
I couldn't find why.
You say?
I couldn't find why.
Yeah, it's just a nice color.
Yeah. And then the other fun fact I found was, whether this is common knowledge or not, that women, for bras and brasiers, we go through 6 different sizes within our lifetime. So whether that's from childhood or just even adulthood, but we just fluctuate in our bodies and change so much, whether it be in the waist of the band's width or the cup sizes. So I know, like, when I lose weight, the first thing that goes, unfortunately, are my boobs. So then my cups shrink, but then if I gain weight, those come back.
So yes, we are constantly changing our bra size, or not constantly, but you said 6 times.
6 times within our life period, but then one bra is also supposed to last 6 months. So you should get a new bra replaced every 6 months. But who are we kidding?
Yeah, I definitely don't do that. I've had bras for years.
Same. I think it's like also, I think they say the same thing about sneakers, like another pair of shoes. You're supposed to change shoes every 6 months, or when you go running and wearing them. But yeah, we keep them way longer.
Yeah,
same with
I can do the running thing, but yeah, not the bras, not the bras. I mean, I could wash them. Maybe if you overwash them, maybe it won't last for 6 months. I don't know, but I've definitely had bras to last more than 6 months.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most dreaded things that we go shopping for, right? Is bras and trying to size it right. So we're going to hang on to it as long as we have to.
As long as we have to. See, you men out there, you don't understand what we go through as breast owners. And it would be nice to just not wear any bras.
Which I think during this quarantine time, I hope you're embracing.
Yes, when I am not working, I am definitely going braless in my place. As I should. And I think a lot of women would speak the same way. You know, like when you're at home or coming from work, the first thing to come off is the bra.
Yes.
The first thing.
Yes. I am one of those folks, and I get into like my comfy house clothes. I just put on a sundress and I'm just at home comfy. Yeah.
Comfy, yes. And comfy means no bra, having no bra, or having something like very light on the breast. Yeah. Okay. So wanted to give some information about the brief history of lingerie throughout the years. In the 1700s, so this talks about corsets, but whale bones were actually used to make corsets, which sounds very hard and like constricting. But yeah, in the 1700s, whale bones were used for corsets. Now they are not. In the 1910s, women started wearing closed crotch underwear because before that time, in the pre-Victorian era, which is like the 1830s, women were wearing open crotch underwear, not because they wanted to say that they were sexually available, but because men wore the closed crotch underwear at the time. So it sounds like men and women can have the same underwear.
Right.
And some people or women had to have the open crotch and men had the closed crotch.
So strange. Right. I read that too somewhere. Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah. Victoria's Secret was founded by no one named Victoria, Roy and Gay Raymond of San Francisco in 1977. And this was more for people not wanting to have like the undergarments that were there. Like they wanted to bring some lacy underwear and bras and different things like that. So in 1977, Victoria's Secret was founded, and now it's grown to some huge levels. And then as of the 20th century, underwear has become smaller and smaller and more form. And so, you know, the things like the thongs, actually Fredericks of Hollywood, they began their thing in the 1960s, which is after or before Victoria's Secret. But lingerie has been becoming smaller and smaller. So those are, yes, a little information history about lingerie. It's gone from big to small. Corsets were whale bones and now they're not. I don't know if it's become more comfortable, but it's definitely, yeah, gotten smaller and smaller.
Lingerie or panties and underwear, less materials. And I'm glad we stayed away from the whale bones because I've heard that it was so popular back at that time that it was the whales almost went extinct, but thankfully they did not.
Which is horrible.
No,
yeah, thankfully they didn't. They had some sense, I guess. So moving on from National Lingerie Day. Actually, no, this still goes along with it, about how to put some fire in your romance or in your partnership. Especially during this time, during the coronavirus time, where people are staying in and they're going braless, and you know, most of us probably have just pajamas on, walking around. Maybe we'll change for the afternoon or the evening time. But how can we, you know, put some romance in our relationships? And I would say, from my standpoint, lingerie is a good thing that you can do to feel sexy, feel different, have a different look. You can add color to it.
course. Us as beings are so visual. So men especially, they're very visually attracted. So when you're wearing a sexy lingerie with laces, let their minds wander and have some mystery to it. So some sexy lingerie to first give the visual effect, and set the mood for creating that romance. Set some candles, light some candles, maybe some incense, dim the lights, put on some perfume or essential oil diffuser. That all creates a setting that's very romantic and kind of puts you in that headspace and emotional space and triggers arousal. So once you have that, having some accessories to create sexy romance in the bedroom, I think all of it plays a little bit of a part.
Yes, I agree. And I would also like to add that if this is a heterosexual relationship, having the male also dress up in something or dress nice or, take a shower, put on some cologne.
Like be groomed, just clean and groomed, guys. We just love you clean and groomed.
Yes. So it's not only for the woman's duty. I don't even want to say duty, but it's not just up to the woman to do it. Like the male, if that is the case,
yeah,
it would also be good.
I mean, guys, here's your chance to step up. If you've made the bed and lit a candle, brownie points for you. Throw some rose petals on the bed. There you go.
There you go. You have a full, easy setup that can completely spark some interest, desire.
It makes your partner feel sexy and desired and wanted. And once you set that setting, you'll thank us later.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to ask Lily, what are some popular couples toys that are selling at Metamour?
Sure. I mean, right now we are busy online. I think folks are wanting to find things that make them happy and stay at home, and they're maybe doing some retail therapy, which is great. But still, even this. Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Right now, our tried and true number one product would be the WeVibe Sync, which is the Couples Vibrator. And the reason is because it is for a heterosexual couple, for him and her, but there actually are for gay couples or lesbian couples. You can get creative with this, but there is dual motors, like external for a heterosexual couple. There's a dual motors, external and internal. The idea is that it could actually fit into her vaginal canal and he still has room to make love to her. But what's so amazing about this product, that all the bells and whistles, is it's 100% medical grade silicone. It is waterproof. It is rechargeable. There's 10 speeds and modes. It is very flexible in adjustability so everybody can hit their G spot. And this also comes Bluetooth enabled. So download the app and you can have your partner control the device from anywhere in the world. So if you're in a long distance relationship or obviously in the same room, you could use your phone to control the vibrations of this product.
Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, this thing is amazing. I actually haven't had a vibrator that is like this. So I was sent a vibrator by Metamour, which I'm so grateful for. And it's amazing. Like, I have never been able to use or control a vibrator from my phone. And it's really cool that I'm able to do that. And the settings I can actually see, like for most vibrators, because I know a lot about them, a lot of vibrators, you're just pushing on buttons and seeing like what the next mode is, like some faster, slower, some, like the different pulsing sensation. So there's a lot of different ones, but you just don't know which one it is until you go to that setting. But with WeVibe, you can see it on your phone and you can say, hey, I want it faster or slower, and you can actually see it on your phone, and it's really cool.
It is amazing. The technology is so advanced, and they've made it like affordable for folks to just be able to enjoy it. On the WeConnect app, you can control the external and the internal vibrations differently too.
Yes, which is also really cool. That's also very cool. So, it's a great toy for
And
couples and for people that are not partnered.
yeah, and one last one. I don't know if you knew about this one. There's an ambient mode. I think that's the proper term, ambient mode. You can set it so that it picks up the vibrations. If you decide to go clubbing, it could like vibrate to the beat of the music.
No.
So you can wear this as a panty vibe just when
What?
you're out, or if you're spring cleaning at home right now, stuck at home, you can set it to that mode of the beats to the music that it's hearing. So it could actually vibrate to
How? Please show me so I
the
can.
yeah, like on the WeConnect app, you actually, I think it has to hear the sounds on the phone, so not here, but onto the phone app. And even those, so the idea of it too was that the vibrations of someone's voice could control the vibrations to the toy. So it also works for music.
Gosh, this is
Oh my gosh, I got Dr. Cara speechless.
no, I'm speechless. I'm like, now I want to try that out. Like, I want to try it out to play some music while I'm cleaning up and see how it works.
Yes. The club Dr. Cara Kwan in the house.
Exactly, yes. And Viva La Vulva, well, myself, I'm doing a 30-day orgasm challenge. And so I have not had mine for today. So that could be one of the things that I do.
I love that you're doing that challenge, by the way. That's so awesome.
30-day orgasm challenge. It's been a challenge, but it's been fun. It's been fun. Okay, so the We Vibe is a good one. It's a popular one that is selling at Metamour. And Metamour, I don't know if you want to explain for new people that haven't heard about it.
Sure. Thank you. Metamour is a online retailer where we've actually focused on health conditions. So whatever phase you're going through in life, health condition wise, whether it be low libido, post pregnancy, menopause, erectile dysfunction for men and women, post cancer, endometriosis, vaginismus, whatever conditions you're going through, you're not alone. There's a lot of information and education on the Metamour website to read about. And then there's some recommended products that we suggest that have been through a vigorous process through a board of product manufacturers, product experts, medical professionals, physicians, including Dr. Cara, and doulas, midwives, men and women who've just tried the products. We've written them and reviewed them through. So they are all of high quality medical grade silicones, very body safe, natural ingredient lubricants, if not organic. So for those folks who are very sensitive, we have very clean ingredients for you to use. And of course, a lot of books. So read up on education on the body, but also how to enhance your romance during this time and connecting with your partner, and different topics of like sex at different ages too.
Which is so important because, as women reach menopause and the hormone levels drop, it's a different way of having sex. As I've talked to women that are postmenopausal compared to when they were having periods. So yeah, the changes of sex throughout life is important. And I know a lot of women don't necessarily understand about their bodies. So books are great to read and having conversations like this.
Yeah, and I've met physicians and other medical professionals, but also just moms and other women and men who are just going through these issues and they had nowhere to turn to. So Metamour turned into a passion project, really, of finding it to becoming a resource for anyone to use, and then finding, okay, these are my conditions, what next? And these are some of the products that could help as tools. So it gives me goosebumps all the time, all the testimonies of folks who've just been able to find it as a safe place. There's discreet shipping and they trust the items that we have because there are thousands and thousands out there. We could put everything on there, but we obviously do not. And we're very selective in making sure that the ones that we do promote are the ones that we believe in.
Yes. And I am so supportive of it. I have gotten a lot of products from Metamour, including lubes, and I'll say this many times over, but lubes are so prevalent, right? There's so many out there, and it's like, how do I choose the right one? And you guys have done the rigorous process of like taking out the products, the ingredients that are in there, like the glycerins and the polyethylene glycol and the different things that cause irritation for the vagina and the vulva. And so those products are not, or those ingredients are not in those lubes that you guys have. So if you want to shop easily, especially for lube, you could definitely go on to Metamour.com.
Thank you. Yes.
And wanted to ask about like what is selling during this time in particular, coronavirus. A lot of people are, obviously everyone is concerned about staying a safe distance from people, social distancing, staying at home, and toys have been a part of it. And cleaning of the toys is also like a major thing, right? Like you don't want to touch your dildo or touch your vibrator and get coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, like, so every day we should be washing our hands with hot water and soap and counting 20 seconds. But I think that is like ingrained in us now for life, and
yeah,
doing it now more so than ever. But doing so not only during the pandemic times, right now, I think it's good to have peace of mind, to have other things to help stay clean around the house and just daily items that you're touching all the time. So if you're having a shortage of hand sanitizer, Metamour was able to obtain some. We have hand sanitizer on our site. Just search sanitizer and you'll find this hand sanitizer. It retails for $10, but this one is also made in the US. It's helping a small manufacturer company in California. They had to furlough their employees, but being able to support them is why we decided to choose this one. And so along with that, here's great. This one's great for your toys as well, is Afterglow Wipes. Afterglow is for actually intimate wipes. So after sex, you can use these wipes to clean yourself, and just know that it's not only antibacterial, antifungal, but it's also antiviral. So right now, knowing that you're kind of killing viruses on just surfaces, whether it's your desk, the counter, the kitchen, yourself, your body, the bathroom, you name it, door handles, you can use these to disinfect. And it's kind of a good peace of mind of what's going on right now to help the stress and anxiety.
Yes. And then what about the that UV light thing that I've been seeing?
So the UV light sanitizer, it comes in a large home size as well as a play size. We have one left, but hopefully more will come in. We're literally waiting for it to come back on a barge. But it is a UV light, like LED light bulbs that actually kill 99.9% of the bacteria. And it's a sanitizing station where it could fit a magic wand, it could charge, but it's disinfecting any of the surface through light touch, reflective, all the bacteria on your surfaces. I use it for my cell phone, the keys, credit cards, wallet, jewelry, sunglasses. Anytime you're like walking out into the world, you don't know if any of that bacteria or viruses are touching you. So you want to throw as much as you can in the UV. And then I'm sure you as a physician, if you've heard just like, and I've been watching like all the movies with the viruses, you're supposed to like strip down at the doorway, like all your shoes and your clothes, throw it into the wash, like the mindset of just cleanliness.
Yeah.
And that's what it's able to provide right now. But I love the UV, woman created, woman owned, woman designed, 2 women here locally actually, and they're kicking ass right now.
That's pretty cool. So it's not just for, obviously it's not just for toys, it's for everything. Anything that you could fit in this box, right? Wow.
Correct.
Cool. That is really cool. So it's selling quickly.
Selling very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, for more information or to look at some lube or toys or to get that last UV light cleaner on the website, you can go to Metamour.com, and then you can use the promo code Viva La Vulva to get 10% off. Right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And with that being said, I think we've come to a close, or we've come to the end of our National Lingerie Day and Couples Appreciation Month episode. Thank you, Lily Wang, for being the recurrent guest on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. We love being on your show.
Thank you. And I love having you here. And thank you to all of the people who are listening out there for listening to the Viva La Vulva podcast. Subscribe. Let your friends and family know about it. Information about empowering the vulva is my mission, and I am continuing to do this on a weekly basis. So thank you for tuning in, and stay safe out there, especially during this time. So thanks. Have a good one. Bye.